If your car's AC is blowing lukewarm air, a mechanic is probably waiting to charge you $1,500 for a total system failure you don't actually have. The truth, most AC issues are caused by $5 parts and simple physics that you can fix in your own driveway. Today I'm revealing 15 professional secrets, including a $4 grocery store hack that will turn your vents into a literal icebox. Don't hand over your keys until you've seen secret number 1, or you're basically setting your money on fire. Let's get to work. Secret number 15, clean your condenser like a pro. The most overlooked part of your cooling system is currently sitting right behind your front grille, acting as a graveyard for every bug and pebble you've hit in the last 3 years. Your AC condenser is a heat exchanger. Its only job is to shed heat so the refrigerant can cool down. When those tiny aluminum fins get carpeted with road grime, the heat has nowhere to go. This doesn't just result in weak cooling, it causes a massive pressure spike inside the lines. That pressure forces your compressor to work at 110% capacity, which is the fastest way to burn out the internal bearings. To fix this, you don't need a mechanic, you need a garden hose. With the engine cool, spray the condenser from the inside out if possible, or gently from the front. Avoid high-pressure car wash wands, as they can fold the delicate fins flat, permanently ruining airflow. A simple rinse once a season can keep your vent temperatures 5 to 10 degrees lower and save you from a $1,200 compressor bill. Secret number 14, the Lysol disinfectant spray hack. If your AC smells like a damp basement or a gym locker, you aren't just smelling old car, you're breathing in active fungal spores. Moisture naturally condenses on your evaporator core, and when dust settles there, it creates a literal petri dish for mold. Instead of paying for a $200 professional defogant treatment, grab a can of Lysol or a dedicated HVAC disinfectant. Locate the fresh air intake, usually a plastic cowl at the base of your windshield, and with the AC on full blast, recirculation off, spray the disinfectant into the intake. The fan will pull the mist through the entire ductwork, coating the evaporator and killing the bacteria at the source. This is a 5-minute, $5 fix that makes the air coming out of your vents clinically cleaner and much more pleasant. Secret number 13, the recirculation button trick. Have you ever wondered why your AC struggles to keep up on a 95-degree day? It's likely because you're forcing it to do the impossible. When you leave the fresh air mode on, the system is constantly taking scorching outside air, trying to flash freeze it and pumping it into the cabin. By hitting the recirculation button, the one with the U-turn arrow, you close the outside door. Now the AC is taking air that it has already cooled and cooling it again. It's an exponential cooling loop. Not only does this get the cabin down to meet locker temperatures faster, but it also reduces the load on the engine, which can actually improve your fuel economy on long trips. If you're sitting in traffic behind a stinky diesel truck, this button is also your bioweapon defense mode to keep those particulates out of your lungs. Secret number 12, replace your cabin air filter. Imagine trying to run a marathon while breathing through a thick wool sweater. That is exactly what your AC is doing if you haven't changed your cabin air filter in the last 15,000 miles. This filter is the gatekeeper for every bit of air that enters your lungs. When it gets clogged with leaves, soot, and pollen, the blower motor has to draw more amperage to push air through the restriction. This can actually lead to the blower motor resistor burning out, a repair that is far more expensive than a $15 filter. In most modern cars, this is a tool-free job. Open your glove box, pop the tabs, and slide out the old filter. If it looks gray or fuzzy, throw it away. Replacing this yourself takes 3 minutes and saves you the $50 labor fee a dealership would tack on for the exact same task. Secret number 11, park smart or use a windshield shade. A car parked in the sun is a greenhouse. In just 20 minutes, the dashboard can reach 160 degrees. When you finally start the car, your AC has to fight a losing battle against the heat soak stored in your plastic interior. The most effective way to help your AC is to prevent that heat from entering in the first place. A high-quality reflective sunshade costs about $15 and can lower the initial cabin temperature by up to 40 degrees. That is 40 degrees of work your AC doesn't have to do. If you can, park with the rear of the car facing the sun. The rear glass is usually tinted and smaller, which lets in less radiant heat than that massive front windshield. Secret number 10, check your refrigerant level. Here is a technical truth. Your car's AC is a closed system. In a perfect world, the refrigerant should never leave. However, cars vibrate, seals expand and contract, and over 5 to 10 years, a tiny bit of seepage is normal. If your AC is cool but not cold, you might be down just a few ounces of R134A. You can find DIY recharge kits at any auto parts store for about $40. The key is to use the included gauge to ensure you don't overcharge the system. Too much refrigerant is just as bad as too little. It creates excessive pressure that can trip the high-limit switch and shut the system down entirely. Just remember, if you have to do this every month, you don't have a low system, you have a leak that needs a professional vacuum test. Secret number 9, inspect your cooling fans. If your AC blows ice cold while you're driving on the highway but turns warm the moment you stop at a red light, your cooling fans are the prime suspect. When the car is moving, ram air cools the condenser. When you stop, the electric fans must take over. To test this, pop the hood with the engine running and the AC on max. You should see the fans behind the radiator spinning rapidly. If they are stationary, your AC system is likely overheating within minutes of stopping. This is often just a blown fuse or a bad relay, but catching it early prevents you from venting refrigerant through the pressure relief valve. Secret number 8, check your serpentine belt. The AC compressor is a mechanical pump driven by a rubber belt connected to your engine. If that belt is glazed, cracked, or slipping, the compressor won't spin at the required RPM to compress the gas. Look for tiny cracks across the ribs of the belt. If you hear a high-pitched squeal when you first turn the AC on, the belt is losing its grip. A new belt is cheap insurance. If it snaps, you don't just lose your AC, you lose your power steering and your alternator, leaving you stranded. Replacing it every 60,000 miles is the smartest preventative move you can make. Secret number 7, the emergency pre-cooling myth. Many people think idling the car in the driveway for 10 minutes is the best way to cool it down. It's actually the least efficient. An AC compressor works based on engine RPM. It is much more effective at 2000 RPM while driving than at 700 RPM while idling. The fastest way to cool a hot car? Open all the windows, drive for 1 minute to flush the 140-degree air out, then roll them up and engage the AC. This replaces the oven-hot air with ambient air instantly, giving your AC a 50-degree head start. Secret number 6, check your coolant level. It sounds counterintuitive, but your engine's antifreeze affects your pro-cold. Modern car computers are programmed to protect the engine at all costs. If your engine coolant is low and the temperature starts to creep up, the ECU will automatically disengage the AC compressor to reduce the load on the engine. If your AC randomly cuts out during a climb or on a hot day, check your coolant reservoir when the engine is cold. If the engine is running too hot, the car sacrifices your comfort to prevent a blown head gasket. Secret number 5, test your magnetic clutch relay. If your AC worked perfectly yesterday and is completely dead today, it's rarely a leak, it's usually electrical. The compressor uses a magnetic clutch to grab the engine power. That clutch is triggered by a small plastic cube in your fuse box called a relay. These relays fail all the time due to heat. A pro tip, find the horn relay or fog light relay in your fuse box. If it has the same part number as the AC relay, swap them. If your AC suddenly starts blowing cold but your horn stops working, you've just found a $12 fix that a shop would have charged you $150 to diagnose. Secret number 4, the evaporator temperature sensor. This is a tiny thermistor that sits inside your dash. It tells the computer if the AC is getting too cold. If this sensor fails, the evaporator can actually freeze into a solid block of ice, blocking all airflow. If you notice your air getting weaker and weaker over a long drive, then suddenly rushing back after you park for 10 minutes, your system is icing up. This sensor is often the culprit. While it can be tucked away, checking its resistance with a multimeter can save you from a misdiagnosis that results in a whole new AC system you didn't need. Secret number 3, don't point vents directly at your face. I know, it feels great, but pointing the vents at your skin is actually the slowest way to cool the car. Cold air is heavy and sinks. If you point the vents at your face, the air hits you, warms up, and stays at the top of the cabin. Instead, point the center vents upward toward the ceiling. This creates a convection effect where the cold air falls through the hot air, cooling the entire volume of the cabin much faster. By cooling the interior materials, seats, dash, carpet, you stay cool longer even after the compressor cycles off. Secret number 2, use your AC year-round. The biggest mistake you can make is saving the AC by never turning it on in the winter. The refrigerant in your car carries a special lubricating oil. When the system sits dormant for months, that oil settles at the low points. The rubber O-rings and seals throughout the system need that oil to stay plump and sealed. If they dry out, they shrink and your refrigerant leaks out. Run your AC for 5 minutes once a week, even in December, to keep the internals lubricated. Think of it like a treadmill. If it sits for a year, the belt gets stiff. If you use it weekly, it stays smooth. Secret number 1, the compressor clutch test. Finally, the big one. If a mechanic tells you that you need a new compressor, do this 2-minute test first. With the engine off, try to spin the very front plate of the AC pulley by hand. It should spin with some resistance, but it should be smooth. If it spins freely, but won't engage when the car is on, the air gap might be too wide or the coil might be burnt out. Many people don't realize you can often replace just the clutch assembly for $60 without even unhooking the refrigerant lines. Mechanics hate this because they'd rather sell you the $1,000 part and the labor to recharge the system. Knowing the difference between a dead clutch and a dead compressor is the ultimate car guy power move. Which of these hacks are you going to try first? If you've ever been quoted a crazy price for an AC repair, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how you handled it. And if you want to make sure your car stays on the road for another 200,000 miles, make sure to subscribe for more expert-level car care. Check out the next video on your screen for more under-the-hood secrets.